Hello everyone, Jesse Webb, TradersPro. Market conditions continuing to find some support right here and bouncing back up towards this halfway point on the sentiment indicator, and we're seeing that that actually bumped us back up into mildly bullish. We skipped from bearish, skipped the mildly bearish back up to mildly bullish. So we're seeing some continuation of this support area right here. We've got momentum, which is ticking back up into this middle range. We've got breadth, which is also really didn't budge much in the last 2 or 3 days, and sentiment is actually increasing just a little bit right here. So if we take a look at the buy-sell ratio, we are at a location where we certainly could see another move back up and start to see some another little downturn. We could also start to continue to work our way back towards this line. We'll see what the next day or two bring on this price pattern. SPY sitting right at the support area and moving a little bit higher. It's a little bit hard to see that little yellow bar right there. If we switch this over here, you might be able to see it. So it's just that white update. We're still inside of that body of that prior day, and so there is a little bit of resistance sitting right here. If we hit that resistance area and start to retrace back down again, we could see that support area retested. If not, if we continue to close up high, this may notch things back up. We're seeing short-term trends start to move back up. So we're seeing some stability right here on SPY and really the market as a whole. The sector ETF location, we look at this, we're still seeing some sells and holds, but we're seeing them starting to notch back up into more holds, and so that is also some additional confirmation of some breadth right here at these levels. If we take a look at new ETFs that may be moving here, short-term volatility, WEIX, let's have a look and see. I'm not entirely sure. Again, sometimes that is a link to the VIX in some fashion. We've got NASDAQ 100. We've got several others that are happening in here and with some commodities. Nothing really standing out in terms of double or triple ETFs. Sugar still on the top of that list, which is interesting. Let's see what it did yesterday. Still continuing. Nice move even higher here on the CANE ETF, which is interesting price pattern right here. If we look at some current stocks that are working, we've got CABA in the new buy list, which is having a breakout. Been watching this one now for quite a while. It's been in this really tight range, but breaking out to a new high on that 6-month time frame. Should see some continued momentum on that particular stock. If we jump over here to the next couple, ARDX, also pretty strong mover in the medical biotech, medical drug sector, and testing these areas right here, testing this 424 area, could be breaking through that and starting a new momentum run even higher also. MOD, this has been a nice stock really since June. Once it had that gap higher and started moving around 25, it really hasn't looked back and had about 100% move here since then. And if we look at the overall signal profile, you can see it was in this downtrending zone. It had jumped up and then continued to move higher. Really within any pullbacks have been essentially back to that first initial support location inside that momentum zone. And we're seeing that again with a confirmation bar right here. So we may see a breakout on MOD and some confirmation of that overall trend, as it's looking good here as well. WFRD, similar type chart pattern on this 6-month time frame, hasn't reached a new high, so we're still connected to this most recent high, and it's retraced back, but starting to find some support. That's in the oil field service industry. VIST, also an oil stock. Keep an eye on some of those as crude is still starting to move higher and starting to trend higher. We're going to start to see more and more of these oil stocks popping into this list. Another nice pattern here with a retracement essentially inside of that upper range and some certain amount of volatility, but a nice looking confirmation bar there. STRL, also a really consistent moving stock, uptrend, a little retracement inside of that upper momentum box, and that is really going to round out our top few for the day. If you don't have full access to the site and software, you can access with the link below, and we look forward to having you. Everyone have a fantastic day today.